All right, welcome back to another probably ridiculously dumbass episode of the Department of Nerds podcast. We're here. Two of us are drinking. The other one's trying to deep throat a microphone. Oh, Jesus Christ.
$150 I spent.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Oh. So, today, we're going to talk...
We're done.
Oh, my God. That's it. That's our episode. 38 seconds. Title of your sex tape.
That's long.
That's what she said. All right, today we're going to talk about the Dark Knight Trilogy.
That means 3.
Good job, Dalton.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Some people may not know.
Dumb fuck.
See what I get? It's abuse.
I mean,
bullshit. Fuck you.
It's warranted.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Tell me why it's not.
Bearded looking motherfucker.
Don't be hating.
I can't grow a beard.
No, you can't.
I'm 26.
Look, I can't. I'm 38, dude. I can't either. This shit.
I know 15-year-olds. One of the deputies I work with, his son.
I thought you were about to say one of the deputies you work with is 15.
No,
I was like, whoa.
But his son is 15 and has a beard, like a full Dave beard.
I approve this message.
I'm not a cop. It's not what I do. But.
Oh shit! It's the fuzz.
You have to cut that section out.
I don't like people knowing.
Tough. Oh well. All right. So we're gonna get into the Dark Knight trilogy made by Christopher Nolan. Bless. And we're gonna start with Batman Begins. It's basically another origin story Batman movie.
But the 7th one, I don't know.
Probably. A little fun. Well, actually, I'll let you go through your little spiel there, Omar, because you were assigned with the. Did you do any of the home? You didn't do anything.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will.
I guess we'll find out.
All right. Well, you're on the clock.
All right. So
I'm Dave.
What? Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Anyway.
You're a fuck.
So, Batman Begins, Easter eggs. So, I'm going to just kind of list them off as we go. The first introduction that Ra's makes to Bruce in the prison, he introduces himself as Ducard. And Henry Ducard is an actual character from the comics that Bruce goes to for training.
Yes.
So that's one throwback. The opera that the Waynes are watching when Bruce Wayne as a kid, it's actually Mephistopheles, I guess, however it's pronounced, and that's a take on the story of Faust, which is the story of a guy that kind of sides with the devil so that he can achieve everything he wants, and then ends up turning his back on the devil and joining the side of joining with God. Which kind of what happens in Batman Begins. He joins with Ra's at the beginning, gets to do whatever it is he wants to do by joining them, and then switches sides at the end. Well, not at the end, but switches sides and goes against them. We see Victor Zsasz in court, and Scarecrow, or Crane. Is it Jonathan Crane? Jonathan Crane, yeah. Mm-hmm. But he's it's one of the Cranes. It's Jonathan Crane, I think.
I almost said Niles Crane, but that's Frazier.
I don't think that's the same universe.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Jonathan Crane.
So it's Jonathan Crane, and he's the one testifying, saying he's a danger to himself, blah, 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 and gets him assigned to under him so that basically he can... It's one of Falcone's guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's those names got dropped in there. One I did not know, the Tumblr's design was apparently influenced by the Batmobile and Dark Knight Returns, like the comic.
Yes, I did know that one.
I did not know that one.
Mm-mm.
Remember when Bruce shows up at the hotel in the Lamborghini?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a Lamborghini Murcielago.
Yes.
Murcielago is the Spanish word for bat.
Yep.
There
How
is
fitting.
one of the scenes when he's climbing up the side of a building. You apparently can see a pair of pajama pants on one of the clotheslines that are Batman pajama pants.
Do we know
Like-
who those belong to? King Joffrey.
It might be no, but the thing is, I don't think he was really Batman yet.
He wasn't. That's when he was going to interrogate Gordon for the first time. Right?
Well, no, actually, yeah, he wasn't really Batman yet.
He was like,
But Joffrey was
a
the
man.
one, the kid that he ran into, saying, "Okay, here, my friends will never believe me." But that was wasn't that in? Was that the first one or the second? Was that?
That was in the
Begins?
first one.
That was
when
after
he
he
goes
was
down
Batman,
to
though.
Burroughs. That was when he goes down to the, what did they call it? The
you talking about underneath like the train and shit where the bar is?
No, I'm talking about when he's going to basically like the poor part of town.
Yeah. He gives his jacket away.
No, because when he sees King Joffrey, he's in the Batman suit.
Yes. And the kid says, "My friends will never believe me," and he gives him like his grappling gun and shit, or something. He gives him something. I can't remember what he gives him.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Batman Begins because the kid he went into it was the fucking teddy bear shit.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, there's that. The sonar he uses is apparently a reference to Batman Year One, where he calls all the bats.
Oh, hey, he gave King Joffrey a periscope.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sure.
Time travel.
I'm gonna save this next one for after I go. I'm gonna kind of skip over because it kind of references later.
Okay.
And so apparently, all of the for the original soundtrack, all the track names of the soundtrack are the Latin versions of different species of bats. And
Wow.
tracks 4 through 9, the first letter of each one spells out Batman.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
I had to look that up. So I was like, oh shit, it actually is true. So there's that one. And then we've got his drunk speech where he refers to you two-faced friends. So there's a little two-faced reference.
Yep.
But the big one was obviously the Joker playing card
Yes.
at the end, which is a replica from the Arkham Asylum graphic novel. And the card was actually recovered by somebody named J. Kerr, which is a reference to one of Joker's aliases,
Yep.
Joe Kerr. So really, and it's not really an Easter egg that everybody kind of knew that Joker's been around since then, but we kind of all forgot about him until he showed up.
Yeah. Nice.
I still think that was my least favorite of the three.
I agree. Like, I like parts of it, but it was, to me, like the first half of it was an origin story.
Well, I mean, I just didn't like the story in general. Like, they're putting this chemical in the water. How fucking original was that? You know what I mean? Like,
Welcome to like a third of the Batman comics.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they never really did an origin story movie for Batman. Like, Michael Keaton was already Batman.
True.
But hey, speaking of Batman, since that's what we're talking about, fun fact, you know when Scarecrow got his dose of his own medicine or his shit, you know, whenever Batman's bleeding from the mouth and he's all scary and shit. That was a real costume. That wasn't CGI. The blood was, but the face and stuff wasn't. Because that came out only a few months ago when I saw it, and then I looked at it and yeah, it's real. I was like, that's cool as hell.
There's a couple other Easter eggs, but they had to do more with like oh, this guy was a producer and this person was a producer on this movie type of thing, or
Oh yeah, I don't care about that.
and I was like, I don't care about that stuff. Let's stick with the comic or the interesting stuff. So, but yeah, that's really it. I actually think it was. I actually didn't mind that they did an origin story. It felt, I mean, yes, it felt rushed as an origin story because it was like the first half was origin story, and then after that he was Batman. You know, like.
Did you know that the Batmobile, everybody wanted it to be like CGI'd and stuff, but they actually built it?
Yeah.
And it does 0 to 60 in 6 seconds.
Yes. Vroom vroom.
Ooh, got a motor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked that they gave Batman an origin story. They've done it for everybody else basically. So
True.
Usually Batman's origin story tends to be they'll show a little clip of here's his parents getting shot, Pearl's going somewhere, and then
Batman.
Boom, Batman.
I'm Batman.
Did you know Cillian Murphy was in the running to be Bruce Wayne?
Killian who?
Scarecrow.
Oh.
The guy who played Jonathan Crane. He was basically second in line to be Batman.
I could have seen it.
Thought that was a pretty dope little tidbit.
Just tiddly bit.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see here. I don't like that one. There was a couple other ones that I had seen. What the fuck? Oh yeah, and you had already talked about how Ra's al Ghul introduced himself as the Card.
Yep.
The way they worded it here is Liam Neeson has the distinction of playing 2 Batman villains in the same movie. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of hard to find those really obscure Easter eggs when you get like the first movie of a trilogy.
Yeah, it's all going to be based on like past stuff or like comic. It's
right.
Right.
Oh, did you know that I can't remember if it was for Batman Begins or if it was just one of the movies in the trilogy? They were going to get Leonardo DiCaprio to play the Riddler.
I've just seen him as Scarecrow more than anything.
And out of this whole trilogy, he's the only person from Inception to not play in these movies. Of the main actors.
You know, I've still never seen Inception.
Me
either.
Everybody says they don't get it. I'm like, well, if you don't get it, I ain't sure as fuck ain't going to get it, so.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Apparently, this is the most likable Thomas Wayne ever, but I disagree.
In what? That Batman?
In Batman Begins, that Thomas Wayne is apparently the most likable version of Thomas Wayne we've ever gotten. I disagree. But I'm also a Jeffrey Dean Morgan fan, so I like the Thomas Wayne from Batman vs. Superman. Just because I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
Yep. So is it my turn now?
Tis.
Oh, tis. Did you also know from Batman Begins that the young Bruce Wayne was somewhat molded on John F. Kennedy Jr.?
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, you know what?
Well, fuck. They got something in common. Both their parents got shot.
Damn.
Wow. You're a fuck.
Fuck you.
No. Not with that attitude.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
was that?
So Dave,
what the fuck was that?
Dave.
What?
Dave.
What?
Dave.
What?
You're up.
Okay.
Dave.
Dude, stop trying to deep throat your microphone. Crane isn't here right now, but if you'd like to make an appointment. No? Nobody got it?
I'm just waiting for you to go.
Fine, I'll go. Bye.
And your fucking computer froze up as shit.
Yeah, you're like.
Is it really?
You're just there. You go. Now you're moving.
Yeah.
Weird.
Shitty Wi-Fi.
No, it wasn't that. I was on a different page and I just closed out of it. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the Dark Knight, the Joker. Probably one of the best versions of the Joker we've ever seen.
Not one of the. Anyways.
Well, that's your opinion, and I really don't fucking care for it.
My opinions are facts, because I know everything. I'm like a 14-year-old girl. I know it all.
You really just said you're a 14-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to let that one marinate.
Listen, you know what I do in my spare time. So.
As a 14-year-old girl?
Oh, my God.
So, Christopher Nolan did not want a sequel, but.
Fuck him.
He gave us one. Jesus. The Joker costume, or the the facial makeup, that was all Heath Ledger. By the way.
That's what you get in spending a whole month isolated in a hotel room.
There is another reference to the Murcielago in Dark Knight. Remember when he rams into the Suburban?
Yes.
Same thing. Apparently, because that one's painted charcoal, that one is technically another version of the Batmobile.
Okay. So before that scene was probably one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite lines from the movie, or from actually probably the trilogy, and it was Morgan Freeman's line.
Ooh.
When he's talking to the guy that says, it's Bruce Wayne. I'm gonna tell the media unless you give me all this money, right? And his response was, so let me get this straight. Your plan is to, like, basically out that he's Batman, a man that punches criminals in the face, like, for fun, that can, like, that has almost unlimited resources in the world. Your plan is to go after him. Okay.
Not smart.
And the guy's face goes from, oh, shit. Like, he realizes why he didn't realize at that point, like, before then, that it was not a good idea to try to do that. Don't know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But that scene right there was one of my favorite scenes. Mostly because of the way Morgan Freeman just said it all. He was like, good luck.
Not going to work.
Katie Holmes did not return to this Batman movie because she was making another movie that did absolutely horrendous.
What was it?
Mad Money scored 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And that's why we ended up getting Jake's sister.
Yeah. Sad part about that is we had other options.
Who else?
We had a lot more options.
We had Isla Fisher, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Emily Blunt, and this one makes me sad because I love her with all my heart, Rachel McAdams. That made me sad.
Oh, I'd do dirty things to Rachel McAdams. I'd drink her bathwater.
Wow.
Yeah. Same.
Damn.
I absolutely fucking would.
Yeah.
The next one, The Dark Knight, was an influential piece for the movie Skyfall.
Wait, what?
So the James Bond movie Skyfall,
mm-hmm.
That plot was influenced by The Dark Knight.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. He's an orphan, a rich orphan.
Let's see the quote here. It says, "It felt like a movie that was about our world post 9/11 and played on our fears and discussed our fears and why they existed. And I thought that was incredibly brave and interesting. So stunning, so brave." That did help give me the confidence to make this movie in directions that without The Dark Knight might not have been possible. Because also people go, wow, that's pretty dark. But then you can point to The Dark Knight and go, look at that. That's a darker movie. And it took in a gazillion dollars. That's very helpful.
All of the zillions.
So that was pretty cool. Christian Bale was not allowed to actually ride the Batpod, the motorcycle.
That's some bullshit.
It was deemed too dangerous. They needed me in one piece to finish the damn movie. Well, that's my excuse, is what he said. Within 2 days of its release, it was ranked as the greatest film of all time on IMDb, and right now it is currently in the 3rd position. I don't disagree. It was a fucking fantastic movie. I don't want to say greatest of all time, but it is phenomenal. You remember that scene where they are on the streets and that truck flips over?
From the wire that he places? Yep.
That was a real truck that they really flipped. It was not CGI'd.
Wow.
And you're a fucktard, you know that?
If he didn't laugh, everything would have been fine.
The truck was destroyed, and one IMAX camera was destroyed. Ooh. Who's doing that? Stop that. That's going to show up in the fucking video, you dick. One IMAX camera was destroyed, and at the time there was only 4 that existed in the world, and each one cost $250,000.
That's a lot.
Ouch.
One of the Joker's creepiest tics in the film was his frequent lip licking and cheek sucking. That wasn't intentional, but Heath Ledger's genuine reaction to the uncomfortable prosthetic, but he was told to keep it for the movie. Oh, so
I just thought it was a tic that he developed while being in that hotel for 6 weeks.
Oh my God.
Actually, so that now that you mentioned that, I think it was the scene where Joker shows up at the fundraiser.
Yep.
That is the first time. I think that was the first time Michael Caine saw him.
Yes.
In that pool. So Michael Caine's reaction in that.
That was mine.
Yeah, sorry. Started to steal your thunder there.
That's okay. So Michael Caine had a line when Joker got off the elevator, and he couldn't get it out and he said after the scene, he said it was terrifying.
Well, what was his line?
Fuck if I know. Did you know that Aaron Eckhart was cast as Hartnett, but there were a few others that almost got it over him? Ryan Phillippe, Mark Ruffalo.
Did you say Ryan Phillippe?
Yeah, I don't know how to say his fucking last name.
Philippe. Balap.
The guy from Cruel Intentions.
Ryan Phillippe.
So him, Mark Ruffalo, Matt Damon. And our very, very wonderfully appraised Hugh Jackman.
I love Hugh Jackman.
Samesies. The entire movie of The Dark Knight, there is only one deleted scene. And it's the scene after the party, the fundraiser, where Joker gets in a getaway car.
No, we don't need to see that.
We really don't.
I don't know. But Christopher Nolan saw the Joker's makeup and tasked the movie makeup team with recreating it because it was fucking brilliant. So that's what they did. Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Screenwriter David Goyer had originally envisioned the Joker to scar Harvey Dent during his trial in the third film. He based the idea off the comic book series Batman: The Long Halloween. So what I am to understand here is because of Heath Ledger's untimely death, that's why we didn't get either of those guys in the third movie. Because I can almost guarantee, like, I'm trying to figure out when they decided to scrap that.
So I know
Because there's scenes with Heath and Harvey.
So I know that in when Dark Knight Rises came out,
Yeah.
Afterwards, people were mentioning that Joker was supposed to be in that one scene where Scarecrow is holding court.
Oh yeah.
Joker was supposed to be in there as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
But obviously,
what happened,
and since there's no time travel.
In the DC universe, there actually is Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, there's no time travel in that movie.
How do you know?
Because we synced it. Anyway, go on.
So, but because of what happened, they couldn't use him because I kind of wonder though if it would have added just another actual villain. I don't think it'd be the same having Joker as like a little side character.
I feel like Joker would have taken the place of Scarecrow and been the judge.
Probably.
That would have made more sense to me because he's the big baddie in the Batman universe.
He's Batman's nemesis.
Yeah. Without Joker, there is no Batman.
And without Batman, there's no Joker.
Not at all. So, let's see. Oh, there is one more, and it is my favorite Easter egg. So you know the mask that Joker wears in the opening scene of the movie?
Bank heist.
In the bank heist?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Hold on. Every henchman or every bad guy disguises themselves as a henchman in Batman movies. Ra's al Ghul disguised himself as Ducard. Joker disguised himself as a regular clown henchman at the bank. And Bane disguised himself as a regular prisoner on the plane in the third one.
Oh shit! I just thought of another thing that I kind of missed from Batman Begins. All right, go ahead.
All right, so the last one that I've got is the mask that Heath Ledger wore in that opening bank scene. It's the same mask that Cesar Romero wore in the Batman show back in the day.
Oh shit.
Yep. It says here that while the Nolan Bat flicks are devoid of anything even remotely resembling the groovy 60s Batman show, the look of the Joker's clown mask is very reminiscent to the mask that Cesar Romero donned in his first appearance as the clown in the Joker's Wild card. Or the Joker's Wild. So in Cesar Romero's first appearance, pretty much that's the mask he wore. So that is all I got. All right, what you got there, Omar?
So I forgot about the after Bruce kicks everybody out of his mansion.
Yeah.
Before shit gets burned down. Ra's actually says something about, and you was like, as if Ra's al Ghul is immortal. Like a little reference, if you will, to the Lazarus Pit.
Okay.
So he does make a reference to that.
Yes.
That's what I forgot to mention. That's it.
Word.
Your turn, Dalton.
It's my turn.
Yep.
So, first one I got, it's a deliberate Robin Easter egg. While they're at the football game right before, Bane decides to go fucking harrow whack and kill everybody, there's a poster. It's in there for a split second, but it's an R for the Team Rogue, one of the professional teams playing, but it's in the shape of Robin. Like, it's the symbol of Robin's R, like that's on his chest and whatnot.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So the Joker escaped from the asylum, in a statue, in the Batman statue scene. I don't remember reading this. When Wayne's sitting down facing his desk, there's a magazine that the face, like with the Joker's face on it, and it's kind of hinting that he escaped from asylum and will eventually resurface. Whenever they're in the courtroom or that big ass room, Bane's somebody's getting sentenced and Bane's sitting over there in the corner. He's actually knitting.
Wait, what?
Knitting, like.
Really?
Yeah. It's a secret hobby, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. In one of the scenes, I want to say it's towards the beginning, but you see a red phone with like a gold emblem on it, referring back to the 60s of the Bat phone. I don't remember seeing it, but there's not a lot of times when he actually goes down in the Bat Cave that entire movie. So, and honestly, that's all I have for that, because there wasn't a whole hell of a lot for that movie. Unless y'all got something.
Oh, do you know it was Hines Ward that was running
Yes.
football?
That was another thing, because hold on, let me find it. That was one I skipped because it wasn't really reliable. But the jersey is Hines Ward, who's playing himself, and the back of his jersey says Ward, but the very first Robin, his real name was Burt Ward.
Yep, I was literally just about to read that.
Yep, it's just an unintentional Robin thing.
Let's see. The Batman Begins reference, did you see that or catch that?
I don't know. Did you?
Well, yeah. The fucking pearl necklace that Catwoman stole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that she stole from Bruce?
Huh?
Yep.
The one she stole from Bruce?
Yep.
Yes,
sir.
I want to know, out of the three, because I think we all agreed the first one's shit. Which one do y'all think's the best for it?
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
As much as I do enjoy The Dark Knight Rises, I think Dark Knight was better.
Agreed.
I don't know. I think if they would have put Joker in the third movie with the exact same scenario.
Dark Knight Rises, if Heath Ledger was able to do it, it would have been fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exceptional.
Oh, shit. Apparently, so they made a reference to Killer Croc in Dark Knight Rises about the giant alligators down in the sewer.
Mm-hmm. When the cops get shut down there. Yep.
Yep. So.
I don't know if that was a thing at Killer Croc, though. Could have just been could have been, but probably not.
I mean...
Nah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
It's a little too obvious.
Yeah.
I did think so I know that, and obviously there's the one scene too, I guess with the goggles or whatever that Catwoman uses, since she wasn't referred to as Catwoman ever. She was only Selena Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when her goggles were up, they actually looked like ears.
Yeah.
That was the only real reference to her being, other than her name, obviously, to being Catwoman.
They didn't call Cat Burglar wasn't in there or anything?
They called her a cat burglar or the cat burglar or something like that, but they never called her Catwoman.
Okay.
I noticed that too.
They never called her Catwoman. So it was almost like
But you knew because it's
Selena Kyle, but it was almost an origin story for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, I don't have anything else on that. Although apparently, oh yeah, no, we already talked about that.
What?
About the statue.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
And the magazine. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Is it time?
It is time for the random celebrity generator.
Oh shit.
Omar, Vince Vaughn.
I've already got one.
Oh, you have one?
I have one.
Dave, do you want a male or female? This is
I don't give
you
a fuck.
Pick one or two.
Just give me one.
Daniel Craig.
Ooh.
I got Shia LaBeouf.
Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig would be a good Alfred.
I feel like you could put him in an A-list role, not some bullshit backseat C role.
You could put him in as Alfred. You can make him Deathstroke.
Yes.
Dr.
Doom.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury's black.
In the Ultimate Universe, dickhead. But that's only one universe, dickhead. Look at all the comics and all the animated series and all the animated. If it's not an ultimate story arc, guess what? He's white.
He's white.
White. So
he's not British.
He could play Nick Fury. Hold on a second. Is Sam Jackson the only Nick Fury you know?
I told you I don't read the comics.
So yeah.
Wow.
I know, right?
I highly encourage you to check out some of the animated series.
Please don't yell at me.
You've got Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So hear me out on this one for Vince Vaughn, and there's only one reason that I would put him in this role, and it's only if the person that currently plays this role never existed.
Oh, hold on. I think I know what you're gonna say. But
Tony
go ahead.
Stark.
Huh?
Tony Stark.
Oh, I was not at all ever gonna think that in a million years.
Nope.
But only if Robert Downey Jr. never existed.
No.
But there's only one reason I would say that.
The hair?
No, his chemistry with Favreau.
Ooh, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
His chemistry with Favreau. That's really it.
Nope, couldn't see it.
That's really the only reason. I could
see him as a Bruce Banner on it before I saw him as Iron Man.
That's
not bad.
You throw a set of glasses on and give him a lab coat, he looks like a scientist.
I think the problem is he's I'm trying to think of somebody goofy.
The Riddler.
No. Oh fuck. Captain America Russian. That guy.
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian.
Red Captain America. Commie Cap.
It still fits.
I could see it as Red Guardian. Easy.
I could see him as the Riddler. I could see him as the Mad Hatter. He's a goofy person, so he'd have to have a role where he could have something comedic involved.
Yeah, you'd have to.
So I could see any of the laughing villains. Or I could even see Morph from from X-Men.
Oh, stop real quick. What is in your hand that you keep fucking with?
It's my cell phone holder.
Put your cell phone in it and set it down.
Shut the fuck up and don't tell me how to live my life.
I think it's funny you did that, but no one said shit about me fucking with this goddamn.
Because you used it to open your bottle and you're over there fucking flipping the thing around like a cat, all nimbly bimbly.
Dave, your thing is for. Oh shit! It just went back. Damn.
Yeah, suck it.
Oh shit.
Anyway, so Daniel Craig is Nick Fury, Deathstroke, or Alfred. Vince Vaughn, Tony Stark. Really, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
I don't.
What the fuck is that?
Like I said, the only way I can see him doing it. What did you do?
Apparently, I activated the Siri on my iPad. And it was just talking to me about Marvel stuff. It's me.
That's how he's frozen right now. You're frozen. You still look like that.
It's a good picture.
Huh?
Anyway. Yeah, I hear you, but I can't picture it. Because I can't picture him with the facial hair.
And be blonde. Like if you put brown hair on Daniel Craig, I just think it would look completely fucking sideways.
But let's not get away from what we're doing here. There, fucking Storm. What's Shia LaBeouf gonna do?
We'll go back to Daniel Radcliffe stuff. Just because he's kind of like short-statured, skinny-ish, probably bulk up, look decent. Nightwing, Robin, something around that realm. Or he could just, I don't know. Besides Tony Stark, Tony's not really a dick, but somebody with that attitude, he could play somebody like that.
Iceman or Pyro.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn as Lex Luthor.
Ooh.
I feel like him with a shaved head would scare children.
Kind of scares me a little bit.
Even better.
I don't hate it.
Give him more of a. It'd be more of a dramatic role, and let's be honest, Lex Luthor doesn't have zero comedy. He has his moments.
True.
And he's kind of an asshole. Like, I mean, that kind of. That'd be. I feel like I could see Vince Vaughn in more of a villain role than a hero role.
Oh, for sure.
Like, easily.
Yeah.
I don't know about like a hardcore villain, but like a villain that kind of flirts with the line a little bit. Because he's not a bad guy.
No.
Shia LaBeouf as a young Sabretooth.
Stop. Shia who?
He did it to make it rhyme. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, a young
Sabretooth.
Calm the fuck down.
A young Sabretooth.
He'd have to be fucking young, and he'd only be on screen for like 10 seconds.
A young Sabretooth to the point where, like 20s Sabretooth. So, I don't know. I feel like he needs to play somebody that's openly aggressive.
We should just have him play Black Tom and get shot in the head by
Put him in a costume, paint him up, Omega Red.
Ooh.
All right.
Openly an asshole.
I could see that.
I could also see Shia LaBeouf as being transparent. Is that his name from The Boys? Is that his name?
Translucent.
Translucent, yeah, from The Boys. Seems a little fucking skeevy.
Or The Deep.
The Deep does like touching people.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
I mean, he made a girl throw up.
Anyways, is that it?
I want your opinion on something real quick. As Ray Romano as the Grandmaster.
Nah, I love Jeff Goldblum too much. He did so good.
Jeff Goldblum died 25 years ago.
First off, shut your whore mouth. He's a treasure.
He filmed Jurassic Park 1. Now was his last movie ever. He's dead.
God, you were really just a horrible human.
How about Vince Vaughn as Kingpin?
I like it.
Yeah. Big as shit. And,
yeah.
He'd have to bulk up the wrong way, though.
Well, I mean, look at Vince D'Onofrio did.
Vincent D'Onofrio has kind of always been a big dude.
Yeah, but he definitely bulked for that.
Yeah.
But that said, I think Vince D'Onofrio did an incredible job with it.
Agreed. Well, I could see Vince Vaughn as the Kingpin.
Again, another bald guy.
Yeah.
Another bald guy.
See, Dave, that's what happens when you're angry all the time. You lose your hair, so you better cut that shit out.
I've been angry for fucking 15 years and I haven't lost my hair.
Just wait.
Give it time.
I used to shave my head every day.
That sounds terrible.
I was in Iraq. It was hot. The fuck do you want?
I don't know why you're taking vacations to Iraq. That sounds stupid.
Hey, if I start losing my hairline, I will embrace it and take it all down.
Hey Dave, go like this real quick.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Oh, that's not bad.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm good. When it gets probably about 2 or 3 inches back, that's when it's time to go.
No, if it gets about 2 or 3 inches back, it's too late.
Yeah, you're
you're
looking
right.
like Tina. Fucking 24-year-old already bald.
I'm already thinner on top. The second it gets too noticeable, it's all coming off.
You gotta use all
Why do
natural
you think
pomade,
I'm
dude.
embracing the hair as long as I can? Yeah, the minute it starts going, I'm fucking out.
I mean, you're already 47, so yeah, you're lucky you have it this long. He's froze. I can't see his expression.
You know goddamn well I'm not that old.
I know.
You and your dad look the same age.
I will kill you.
I'm not wrong. Am I?
Yeah, you're wrong.
You're full of shit.
He's much older than I am.
You guys look the same age.
How?
Don't bring up pictures right now.
I am. You put up a picture whenever we were in the training room when we were still in the Army, and Maddox walked through. I'm like, Maddox, look at this shit. And he's like, what the fuck? Because
from when?
I don't know. Y'all were sitting on a couch together.
That doesn't happen often.
Well, it happened that day.
I'm really curious about this.
God damn it.
Yeah, god damn it.
I can't find it, but hold on. See if.
Whatever. At least I didn't compare myself to a 14-year-old girl. I'll be old as shit then. Fuck it. Do you know how old that picture is?
Hey, David, too.
That's an old one, too. Anyway, stop putting pictures of my dad on the goddamn fucking show.
Oh, that was your dad.
Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, we're done. We're out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you. We're done. We'll be back next week with some other bullshit.